Stop sliding down the hill. Nope. 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 Stop it. This is not gonna end well. What's up, everybody? A Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless with another episode on Space Engineers. However, we're going to be starting a new season of my Space Engineers Let's Play with a couple of added mod things, but I wanted to get this out of the way first. You might recognize the place that we're at. This is our old base from the previous season Let's Build, or Let's Play, whatever. So at first I had thrown out a poll to everybody about do we want to keep going and just add some mods to spice things up or whatever, or do we want to start over new? Originally I was going to actually go with continuing where we left off, because that was, for the majority, that's what everybody on the poll and in the comments was kind of leaning towards, was just adding stuff to spice things up. And I thought, cool, let's just do that. And then I loaded up my game and found this, which a lot of you may recognize as where the bullet should be. Now, I did add this here because I was trying to get it to come back. This wasn't even here. The small grid with the projector and stuff was gone. Nothing. Nada. Zilch. So, then I built this one. I actually switched this world over to creative mode because I was trying to figure out what happened. I went into here, to projector, to blueprints, grabbed the bullet, hit OK. Nothing happens. It doesn't show up. It's like the blueprint is just gone. And since I was in creative, I went ahead and decided to try and copy and paste. And this is all I get. The little loady spinny thing, and nothing happens. So I went back and I investigated. I went into an old save file way back before I even painted it, when it was still being used as a hydrogen-based ship. Ergo, there were no mods involved. Loaded it up. The base was here. The ship's gone. I loaded up my blueprint world thinking maybe there was an issue with the blueprint. The ship's gone. I have no explanation for it whatsoever. The ships are just gone. It's like I never even built them before. The only one that was halfway somewhat still there was this one. And this is a previous save file. Why this is different, I have no idea. And as you can see, it's partially done. The nanite machine tries to, when I did this last time, it tries to repair or complete what's there. But once again, because the blueprint is gone, if I go to the projector, go to blueprint, add this, you'll notice the hologram of the missing parts are not there. And I tested this when it's done with these parts, and then there's that. So I don't know what's going on. Okay, so now it just loaded me back to the beginning after that loading screen. No idea what the heck is going on, but something is going bananas. So needless to say, I just it took all the wind out of the sails of continuing with this, so we're just going to start over. Alrighty, so now that that's out of the way, I apologize if that came off really aggressive, but it was kind of annoying, like legitimately really annoying. So we're starting off with the Earth pod here. Oh, we've got some. This is new. I haven't done this in a while. This is a different pod than they gave me before. Man, they're being stingy. The last time I spawned in on this, yeah, I had a bigger ship. I've also included, everything is basically vanilla, in terms of I don't have the drill platform, I don't have the nanites, all that kind of stuff, but what I did include, is stuff like the, I can't remember the name, E01 mod. It's, expanded environmental something, I don't remember exactly how that goes, as well as a bunch of others like it. There's the corruption mod, there's the air traffic control, planetary occupation, stuff like that. What are we doing here, by the way? I don't know if this is scripted to where it's doing what it's supposed to, or if it's just coasting. I'm not really sure what it's doing. Can I read this? Packaged in containers. Module, no. One thing, though, is we do have to make a faction, apparently, so I really don't know if this thing is, like, auto-landing or not, so I'm just gonna try and force it to the ground. Or let it go and see what happens. I'm gonna work on probably setting up a faction and things. We already have somebody else over there. And I'm gonna let it coast for a little bit and see what happens. So far so good. I died, basically, so since we hadn't really got started, I went ahead and reset and just started over. And it actually looks like we got a better spawn here, because it'll be a little bit different than the last time. We've got looks like either ice or water over here. I don't think they've added water in the game, so that's probably ice. And then we've got a little bit more of a foresty and desert biomes type thing, as opposed to last season where we were up in the mountains. And I'm not sure if that right next to my one thruster there, I'm not sure if that's one of the new installations, or if that's just like a ore location. Kind of looks like it might be a platform, I'm not sure. I did make a faction, which of course I went with SKS for our tag, but it's Sleepless Night Space Engineers, a little different. One thing that it said with the, I forget the name of the mod, it's the E01 mod though, it's, anyways, a lot of people knew it, everybody kept, it's something like Exploration Expansion or something, I don't remember, but was one of the things in the description was you needed to make a faction and you needed to mark it as accept peace requests in order for all of the faction stuff for it to work. Like, this is proposing peace treaty with your faction, blah, blah, blah. So I guess we need to accept that. I don't know how you do that, though. Accept everyone, except they don't have accept peace marked. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to accept that. Oh, there it is. Accept peace. Duh. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to try and land this time and hopefully not die. And we'll see where we go from there. I mean, would it really have been that hard to give you a starter pod that at least had multiple directional thrusters so you could slow yourself down from flying all over the place? No, I guess not. Maybe it's too hard. I don't know. Because I feel like this would be a lot easier if I wasn't continuing to have to tilt back and forth. It's like that. Why am I going backwards? I'm just gonna land in a tree. I'm just gonna land in this tree right here. I thought it was gonna work for a second. But see, that's what's throwing me off here, is like I end up doing this weird oh, now forward works. That doesn't make any sense at all. I swear, there's only vertical thrusters, but it's acting as if I can like move forward and backward and stuff. It's really, really weird, and I'm gonna hit too hard here, I think. Would you just stop moving? Thank you. It, like, seriously, as soon as I let off C, then it tries to fly away. Just turn those off. Alright. I think we did it. Exploration Enhancement Mod. That's what it's called. I went ahead and looked it up while I was trying to land. So, this is an interesting way to start things off. For one, I'm on much more of an incline than I thought I was. It looked a lot flatter. So I need to make my way up the hill somewhere in order to get a little further along. But I'm also not sure how really to proceed here, because when I go to the inventory of my container here, we've got interior plates and metal grids as well as power cells, but I don't have any steel. So, let's see, do I need this on? I might need this on. So, for one thing, we need to find... Okay, I've made peace with everybody, and the two ships that are headed my way are the ones that aren't friendly. Of course. Well, actually, that was not headed my way, but whatever. So we need to find a place to start setting up shop, but also how in which to set up said shop. So, let's see. We're going to need solar cells and steel construction, so we're going to need stuff like that for that one. What do we need for an assembler? Steel construction, motors, okay, and a refinery we're going to need as well. Let's see what that one costs. Again, steel construction and all this stuff. So we're going to have to break down the, I think we're going to have to either break down, that one requires power cells and computers. We're either going to have to break down the pod, or we're going to have to find ore. Or we're going to have to find ore. One of the two. And why do I not have my... Let's see. Let's put that... No. I want my gun, just in case. They gave me a rapid-fire one, which is nice. There we go. That'll work. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out... Oh, I gotta change up my hotkeys for that. That's gonna be confusing. I'm trying to figure out if I want to try and find an ore deposit somewhere... But I still need to build a refinery first. So we're going to have to break this down, I think. But yeah, so we're going to have to break this down, I think. And then I got to find a spot, preferably that's a little bit more flat. Because this isn't very flat. Though I could... Ooh, that was a weird little lag spike. I could dig in a little bit, but I kind of feel like we did that last time. So I don't know that I want to do that. Stop sliding down the... hill. Nope. 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 Stop it. This is not gonna end well. I'm running out of room, and you are not stopping. Yeah. So this is a problem. Oh, look out below. Huh. Well, this should be interesting. That moment when you realize you should have just put something in its way. Which, apparently we have another unknown signal over there now, which that had seemingly stopped almost altogether on my previous playthrough. So... I'm wondering what that's about. But yeah, so I just started this little kind of makeshift area over here, honestly just to get it going. Because I was trying to get a spot where I could stop everything from falling, and then it occurred to me, well, just place a couple blocks in front of it and you should be fine. So we did that, and now it seems to be pretty much stuck. So, that's good. Right where we want it. I am going to leave the battery, I think, for now. I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it for now because I'm kind of coming back to that thing that we did last season, where I kind of ended up stealing that battery later and use, because the large ones hold quite a bit of power. So I'd kind of like to make use of that if I can. I also want to go get that signal thing. So I'd like to get... let's see if we can't break down... Oh! Hold up. I'm a dummy. I didn't realize I had two crates. So, okay, so this is something I don't like. In the control panel, they have the crates hidden. I don't like that. You should be able to see your inventory crates and stuff like that, so we're going to go ahead and unhide those if we can. Which button is it? Showing... There we go, showing terminal. Yeah, I don't know why they have those hidden, because when you're in your inventory, it'd be nice to see that I actually had a bunch of stuff. Which apparently I do. I didn't mean to do that. Give me this. We're going to try and kind of store everything in one. I'm also going to throw... I feel like I have extras here. Yeah, I think I had the start with start with stuff turned on. Really? Takes up a huge amount of volume. I left everything kind of default this season. So I'll probably be doing a little bit more editing, hopefully. Otherwise it's going to get really dull for you guys. But, let's see, 193? That leave me with 10? Yeah, perfect. Alright, so what do I need? Let's grab these. That should let us get our... Oh, I forgot that's on a timer. Crap. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because I emptied my inventory, so we should be good now. So let's go over and see if we can't grab this. Alrighty. So I managed to make our way over here. So, I forget what I actually... Do I hit this? Try your luck to get a new special item. Leopard rifle. Visit medical. Okay, cool. So, now I can break all this crap down, and hopefully I can carry it all with me. Who knows? I found an interesting little way to get back and forth, though, which is to use the jetpack to just kind of leapfrog. Is there anything in here? There is. Cool. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to break this down and then head back to base. What is with all of my ships disappearing lately? I left the ship right here. And it doesn't look like it fell or rolled down the hill or anything. It's just not here. That doesn't seem like it's supposed to happen. I even turned off the despawn spawn ships and stuff. I may have to reload this, because there was a lot of stuff in there that shouldn't have just vanished. Whew, okay, so while it may not look any different, this is significantly more different than my inventory was when the thing just deleted on me. However, I did get another drop pod, so I don't know if I lost the one that I had, or if it just spawned a new one. So we are going to go find out what's going on over there, since now we have broken down that whole ship, and we have all of its stuff. Alrighty, so this time it actually says it's a probe. I don't remember that being there, though the antenna could just be intact this time. I'm not sure. Let's see what happens. Oh, a cow grinder. So we'll have to see if the, there it is. See, why can't I get that? That's weird. We'll have to see if the leopard one or whatever is still intact, because I don't know if these actually are like once you pick them up, they're like bound to your account, or what exactly. But anyways, I'm going to break this down, and we should be back and able to start working on something at the new base location, or temporary base location. Alrighty, so it's been a little bit. It seems like we have another drop pod to go check out, which is pretty cool. Let me turn my headlamps on so I can give you guys a better tour of the little hillside base here going on. This is kind of just a survival setup. It's not real... Whoa, that looks weird. That looks like some kind of Cybertron thing with that ring in the center. That's kind of cool. This is a star system, in case I hadn't already explained that in terms of what, like, scenario we were going with. I put a battery right there, a med station, or a medical room here, so if we died, you know, we could actually come back to life and not stay dead. We have our main cargo, which is still doing pretty darn great. I mean, it's only at 25,000 of 150. We made one solar panel, but they have significantly made these cheaper. Like, the biggest thing is the solar cell. Everything else is super cheap, and we have 64? And we need 64, so we're definitely going to do another one. What actually do I need? Steel, construction components, computer... Okay, so let's just grab a little bit. I don't remember. if that one was in there or not. Obviously we'll need the solar cells. That should get us going. Oh, I missed the tubes. Alright. For now, we're just going to stick these on the side because when we landed, I did see the sun around this area. So I'm not sure if it's going this way or if it's going, but I did see the sun here. So I think that'll be a decent spot for it until we can get a more automated kind of thing. Computer enlarge tubes. I'm running a little low on a couple of things like displays, but for the most part, we're doing pretty decent. And I also have set up, it's hard to see, but I have an LCD screen and a programmable block set up over here. I don't know why it was giving me that armor thing. I have a programmable block here, a backup reactor in case we ever needed power and didn't have any. But as it stands, if I look at the battery, our current input is nothing, but our current output is 4.68 kilowatts. It was getting something a minute ago, so I'm not sure what that's about exactly. Maybe it's just not picking it up, but we have 899 kilowatt hours stored, so we have 8 days on our depletion so far. So at the rate we're going with just running the little light here and the medical room and all these different things. Now, grant you, these aren't doing anything yet, but still pretty good. So if we're not doing a whole lot, if we're not assembling or refining anything like that, then essentially these solar panels should be charging the battery. I do need to set up a oxygen generator, predominantly because of the hydrogen. Oh, we could do an oxygen farm. I forgot. Oxygen farms don't they don't generate hydrogen by default, which I've always found a bit odd, to be honest. Oh, that's a tank. That's not what I need. Wrong buttons. Oxygen. Where's the... Oh, did they changed it to O2, didn't they? O2H2 generator. Alright, oh, I am gonna need a tank, aren't I? I can't ever tell which way is the front on this thing. Guess it's this way. Right? We're going with it. Steel plates. These two I'm just going to get started, and then we're going to go run and grab that, that pod. Where do I want the oxygen tank? Actually, no, I need a hydrogen tank, don't I? Oh, well. For now, let's just leave that. We're just going to go grab that, that pod. Alright. Let's see what we got this time. Oop! I didn't find anything special. Was it because I shot it? Did it take offense? Okay, so it seems that we went from not getting these at all to now they're spawning all over the place, which is kind of awesome. Even though I'm not finding anything. But whatever. We're still getting some parts off of this, though, and I've actually found another one of these enhanced drills from a previous thing. So this is kind of interesting. I mean, it's kind of useful, especially early game like this, because we don't really have anything. So it's kind of nice to get stuff for free. Okay, so I've made a little bit more progress. We've got the generator up and running. I've got a hydrogen tank and an oxygen tank so that when we melt down the ice, we're getting both of the gases for eventually when we go to space. We're not wasting that. Though I do know that with this oxygen farms, we can just get that by itself, but I just figured waste not, want not, that type of thing. And while I was doing that, I did encounter my first time where we had to use the disassemble function, and we took some of the steel plates and broke them back down because I needed some more large steel tubes and didn't have any more. But I've also encountered yet another unknown signal. So yeah, we're going to run over and grab that, I guess, and see what we get, if anything. Alrighty. So, we're about there. Let's see if we get anything cool. I am really getting tired of breaking these things down, though, because they always design them with a lot of these, like, floating parts that you have to then... this one's not too bad, but that one that has the, like, wings off on the side's really annoying to break down, so... yeah, it's annoying. Let's see. That's the parachute. Where's the storage container? There it is. Alright, let's see if I can get to it. Yep, maybe. Ah, got it. Ooh, good find. Actually could use all that. Alrighty, so, the sun just came up, or at least a few minutes ago, and it does seem to be rising over that way, which I'm thinking is meaning it's kind of doing one of these. And with it facing forward and backward, we're actually getting 3 blips on this one and 2 on this one, which isn't too bad. I might end up... It may be better to move it, like over top, overhead, because when the sun's overhead, I'm not going to be getting much of anything. But in the long run, I'd like to actually do some kind of solar-controlled, or not solar-controlled, but like a rotation-controlled script thing to where it'll, you know, auto-align to wherever's most efficient, but that's going to require getting into rotors and some other stuff. As you can see, I've got the basics of a script going here to get the readouts for our power input and output. Our current output is only 3.6 and our input is 131, which is pretty good, so we're actually gaining more than we're losing at this point. So during the day, we're going to be charging up. Now, the one thing I want to check is I would like to take... let's just grab a little bit here and go to our... where is it? Our O2 H2 generator. Throw that in there. Woo, that processed fast. Okay, and our current output is 330. So that's something we'll have to keep an eye on if we overdo that. Wait a minute. It's already done, though. So why is our current output still so high? Now, there is one thing that I have it set up to update every 10 ticks. So... I'm not really sure, unless... I don't know if that, like, takes time to process all that. No, it looks like it processed it all. So, there's that. Where's the oxygen one? So there's that. So, I don't really know. Let's turn that off, because max required input is 330. Maybe it wasn't doing anything... Yeah, now we've gone back to 4. So that seems like a burst kind of thing, right? Like we're gonna end up doing that in more of a burst mode than anything else. Because that processed so fast. Like, let's just turn that on. It's just screaming. I hope I actually have enough storage with these tanks to hold all this, because that's a significant amount. But when this is done, it'll allow us to recharge our hydrogen bottles and all that kind of crap. The oxygen one I'm not too worried about. Like I said before, it was kind of more just a... it was there, so why waste it type philosophy. What did I just turn off? Oh, I turned off the assembler. That should have been off anyway. Oh, no, it was off. Okay, cool. So we're back to 4. Current input's 120. Good. Alright, let's check our tanks. So that's 50% full, and the hydrogen is only 2% full. So the hydrogen one is redonkulous. It can hold a lot. But with that, I'm stuck. Alright, there we go. Oh, by the way... I don't know what weapon this is. Tools. For some reason... Oh, now it's not there. There's our leopard one, which is just kind of funny. And the cow one is hilarious. I think that's really funny. We have a cow grinder. And the gun one... These skins never seem to figure out what they're wanting to do. Like, there it goes. You have to change it like 4 or 5 times before you actually see anything. So that's kind of funny. I really like the cow. The cow grinder. There is another one over there. We'll probably grab that in the next episode. Because I'm frankly just tired of running off after those things. But it's not a bad idea. So, I think we're doing pretty good. I'd like to set up the script to be a bit more thorough in terms of, like, if there's nothing in the assemblers and refinery and generators, it turns those off automatically, so I don't have to manually do it. And play around with some stuff like that. But I just realized my leopard skin's gone. There we go. So with that, I think we're going to wrap up our first episode on our new season. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and if you want to see more on this series, and we want to keep going with it. If you have ideas and suggestions, do let me know. Eventually, at the very beginning, we didn't really get too much into the new enhanced exploration or air traffic or anything like that. As we get more established and we get like a base defense and production and some mining stuff going on, we'll probably deal with that a little bit more. Another option, though, should you guys want a bit more of a focused series, is it was highly suggested to play through the, Escape from Mars scenario, which adds a bit more of a storyline and a narrative to the gameplay mechanics. So if that's something you might be interested in, let me know, and let me know what you prefer. And if there's enough people that want to see something like the Escape from Mars, we might put this on hold, do that, and then come back and do more of this. Or do the Escape from Mars and keep going, because from what I understand, you can actually kind of keep going after the scenario plays out and it just turns into a regular survival type playthrough. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. In the meantime, I think we're going to wrap things up here. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace.